Some weeks ago, we went through some of the worst problems Disneyland Paris has, from the longevity of its most popular attractions like Big Thunder Mountain and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, to the prices and quality of the food options. Well, this week, I thought since we went over the bad things, we should go over some of the best that make the European resort unique and, in some points, the best in the world. So, let's see the best of Disneyland Paris.
Oh boy!
We all know that investment in expansions and new attractions isn't really Disneyland Paris' forte, especially in the Disneyland park, where no expansion has been made since 1995 with Space Mountain. New attractions have replaced older ones, like Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast, which replaced the Timekeeper, but it probably is the Disney Castle Park most similar to when it opened, other than Shanghai Disneyland. With this also comes some amazing things, because when it opened, Disneyland Park was by far the best and most beautiful of them all. So let's start there. One of the things it does best is classic attractions and lands. This includes everything from the Fantasyland dark rides to Big Thunder Mountain. In fact, if we compare Disneyland Park's attractions to their counterparts in the US parks, it's highly likely that they will beat most of them. Some are harder to agree on, but personally, Disneyland Paris has the best, and let me pick up the list: Pirates of the Caribbean, Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast, Snow White Adventures, Pinocchio, and the list goes on. Some of those might be controversial, but fact is, these rides are absolutely outstanding in the Parisian resort, and the lands they're in even more so. Frontierland in Paris is huge, and the land itself is filled with storytelling, actually having a backstory many don't realize. It tells a story of a mining town through time and a greedy man, which starts in the back of the land with a train station and evolves through time as you move closer to Phantom Manor, passing through the Native American village, the barns, the start of the Thunder Mesa town, the wooden fort, and at last the manor on top of the hill. With the story of the Raven Woods and Thunder Mesa, the amazing Big Thunder in the middle of the rivers of the far west, and Phantom Manor to top it all off, I can safely say this is the best Frontierland in the world. The other lands are truly outstanding too, with Discoveryland being completely unique to Paris, not only fixing the Tomorrowland problem, but also improving on what came before in a place where several ideas come together with a distinct French connotation, with the help of Jules Verne. Now, while the park might lack a little on the quantity of rides, it makes up in the quality of these and everything around them, as you can spend so much time exploring. Which leads me to the next point. There is so much to do in between rides in this park. In Adventureland, you can spend a good half an hour running around the caves and bridges of Adventure Isle, trying to find a forgotten treasure. Or in the bazaar with Aladdin's Enchanted Passage, the walkthrough attraction. In Frontierland, this can be done in the Fort Comstock, and in Discoveryland by exploring the amazing secrets of the Nautilus. Let's now leave the parks, because one other thing Disneyland Paris excels at is being a resort. The Parisian resort was built as a destination, not just a one-day experience, and so with the park came 6 hotels, a campground, a golf course, and a dining and entertainment district. The Disneyland Paris hotels are amazing, designed by well-known architects, and each with its own theme, look, and feel provide a different experience each time. You can stay in a cowboy town in Hotel Cheyenne, take a trip down Route 66 with the characters from Cars in Santa Fe, sleep in the city that never sleeps alongside the Avengers in Hotel New York, stay in a lodge in the middle of a sequoia forest, take a stroll on the seashore in Hotel Newport Bay Club, rent a cabin in the woods in Davy Crockett Ranch, or stay with Disney royalty in the newly reimagined Disneyland Hotel. The possibilities are honestly plenty. The second part of this comes with the connectivity and how well the resort is designed. The fact every single Disney hotel, with the exception of the campground, is accessible and connected to the parks and Disney Village by foot makes it so you never leave the Disney bubble. From the lower-end Santa Fe to the most prestigious Disneyland hotel, everything is accessible by walking. So while buses are provided to help people get around, having all the offerings just a walk away makes your day so much easier. Disney Village is a bit of a different story. While it's great to have several shops, restaurants, and experiences in a free-to-enter area like the world-famous Rainforest Cafe or the new and quite honestly great Rosalie Brasserie, it has seen better days. But the whole village is currently undergoing a massive transformation that will revitalize the whole area and become, in my personal opinion, better than it ever was. The connectivity of the resort is very good, but it can still be improved in the future with new modes of transportation like boats or even a Skyliner. But we'll leave that for another video. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come to talk about one thing Disneyland Paris does best compared to any other Disney resort, and that is entertainment. For this one, let's take a stroll to what many consider the worst Disney park in the world and see how in some aspects it may just be the best. The Walt Disney Studios Park has a truly outstanding entertainment lineup, starting with the two big stage shows. Together, a Pixar musical adventure and Mickey and the Magician. In the first, we go through many Pixar environments and characters as we help Woody, Buzz, Rex, Bo Peep, and Jessie gather their kids' musical sheets in what is a high-tech and emotional show. In the latter, we follow Mickey as he tries to find his magic with the help of many Disney characters, each with their own way of doing magic, like the Fairy Godmother, Genie, and Elsa. Talking Mickey is always an amazing character to watch, but in this show, everything feels extra magical. The production behind these two shows is honestly crazy, and the fact there are many showings a day, crazier still. They're truly not to miss. Leaving the two bigger theaters, we have Animation Celebration, where Frozen, a musical invitation, plays. This is a different kind of stage show as you move into several rooms, each with its own set and scenes, and crowd interaction plays an important role. In Studio D, the newest of the theaters, you can find Disney Junior Dream Factory, but don't let the name discourage you because this is a very fun musical adventure with many Disney characters. Leaving stage shows, we have the Avengers Campus activations as Disney calls it. These include some stunt shows on the roofs of the campus with Avengers Unite and the Amazing Spider-Man, displays like Warriors of Wakanda and the Dance Challenge with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and several other offerings. You can also go face-to-face and talk with Stitch in Stitch Live, a different kind of offering. At last, in the back of the park, we find the new Alice and the Queen of Hearts Back to Wonderland, a pop-rock face-off with stunts and many effects inspired by classic characters, bringing a twist to how we normally view them. In the end of the day, Walt Disney Studios has 5 stage shows, which truly makes entertainment its forte. Now, the Disneyland park wasn't forgotten, as in Frontierland, you can find the extraordinary Lion King Rhythms of the Pride Lands, a show with amazing vocals and acrobatics. The park also offers its fair share of parades, with the Stars on Parade, that's honestly getting quite old, and the seasonal offerings like the old 30th anniversary Dream and Shine Brighter, or the newer A Million Splashes of Color that are more than a parade as they stop midway to become a full-on show in the middle of Central Plaza. When it comes to nighttime entertainment, Disneyland Paris has always pushed the boundaries. This was easy to see with Disney Dreams, as it pushed the technology for nighttime spectaculars in the Disney parks. I actually made a full video about it, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. With the 30th anniversary, drones made their debut in the Disney parks, And in just 2 short years, the technology evolved, and we now have Disney Electrical Sky Parade, something that can only be described as truly magical. In one night each year, Disney goes all out with the Bastille Day fireworks. Last year, they broke the record for the most drones used in a show in Europe, with nearly 1,500 drones. It what might just be the best Disney Castle fireworks show ever. And with that once-a-year day coming soon, I cannot wait to see what they come up with this time. So, as you can see, Disneyland Paris has a lot of fantastic things that together makes you realize why they're the biggest tourist destination in Europe. Now, they do have many problems too, but we always need to look at both sides of the story. That said, if you haven't, make sure to watch the other side of the story by clicking in the video popping up on the top of the screen. And now, as always, thank you for watching, and that's a wrap.